Ê, chị bảo mày đặt nó nhẹ bụng có tròn tròn sáng mùa cái đi hoa của chúng con qua là có thôi không? Biết. Và còn như thế nào? À, bây giờ đây là 100 quả đúng không? Chúng ta lấy 20 quả đi, có đủ trăm không? Không biết có được đến chắc là đủ mà phải đến 50 quả như thế. Chị cứ lấy đi. Bây giờ ơi, đi rồi xe sắp lấy rồi. Nó bấm máu rồi, nó được đánh được máu. Quả nào đến thì quả nào mà anh đồ có thì có tròn, eo rồi có tròn thì eo dạ. Quả nào cái gì quả nào? Không biết có được 5 củ quả một túi không mày biết đây có Hai bỏ vỡ lên này. Rồi được thì lại thôi được chứ ạ. Chưa đến chính xác nhưng mà ăn đến lợn đây còn lúc phải được. Không bác không bỏ từ nặng đi đâu, bỏ từ nặng nó lên quá hóc. Chỉ 5 rồi. Anh bộ thì anh cứ vẫn bỏ 5 phút nhưng mà mình bảo em đây. Nhưng mà bác mà chưa bỏ từ nặng có hóc chứ. Thì những toàn những cái nào xung quanh ấy. Cái lúc cuối đấy, không một cái chỗ nào hỏi để làm sao là mình hất cái lên. Bác thì nó như vậy. Từ cái nào nó bỏ này bỏ làm thế nào cũng cần phải có làm được khó lắm. Thế thì con này thì đây là việc mình có được. Thế thì mình đi rồi thì lấy thôi. Tại vì cái này nó bóc biết là nó phải đi ra là cứ ý này mà thì nó mình sẽ làm mình bị bóc này rồi cái rất lâu cái vỡ ở đây bác ra cái quả hôm sau thì mua vẫn mua bác đấy thì nó trả tiền 20 quả này mà phải mua đi ba cái này cái bộ này đây thì rất là cao đấy thì chọn là tức là
blackheads, medically called open comedones, form when the opening of a hair follicle, what most people call a pore, becomes congested by a compact mixture of sebum, skin oil, and dead skin cells, and then the exposed surface of that plug oxidizes and darkens, so the color is not dirt, and preventing blackheads is not about scrubbing harder, squeezing more often, or chasing constant extractions, but about keeping the follicle lining shedding normally, keeping oil flowing outward instead of thickening and sticking inside the pore, protecting the skin barrier so irritation and inflammation stay low, and reducing day-to-day triggers such as friction, occlusion, sweat buildup, hair product residue, and incomplete removal of sunscreen or makeup film, because comedones develop gradually and clear gradually. The most reliable results come from a calm, repeatable routine you can sustain for weeks and months, not a short burst of intense treatments that irritate the skin and force you to stop. And the most useful way to approach prevention is to run a simple daily system. Remove films thoroughly at night, keep the barrier comfortable every day, protect the skin from UV-driven inflammation daily. Use 1 or 2 proven pore normalizing actives consistently at a tolerable frequency, and tighten a few background habits that quietly keep pores congested like unwashed pillowcases, oily hair products touching the forehead, repetitive rubbing from masks or straps, and leaving sweat plus sunscreen sitting on the skin for long periods. Start by setting realistic goals and expectations. Pores are normal structures and everyone has them. The goal is not to erase pores, but to keep them clear and calm so they look smoother and less noticeable, and so fewer new plugs form. And it helps to know that many dots on the nose are not true blackheads but sebaceous filaments, normal oil structures that refill quickly. So the aim there is often to reduce their appearance, not to expect permanent disappearance. If you treat sebaceous filaments like dirt and repeatedly strip or squeeze them, you usually create irritation that makes pores look larger. The foundation of prevention begins with cleansing done correctly, because blackhead-prone routines typically fail in one of 2 ways: under-cleansing that leaves residue behind, or over-cleansing that strips the barrier. Both can worsen congestion. under-cleansing leaves sunscreen, long-wear makeup, thicker moisturizers, environmental particles, and sometimes hair product residue on the skin. Those films act like glue at the pore opening, trapping sebum and dead cells and encouraging plugs to compact. Over-cleansing, especially when combined with hot water, harsh detergents, frequent alcohol-based toners, stiff brushes, gritty scrubs, repeated deep clean steps, or cleansers that leave skin squeaky disrupts barrier function and inflames the pore opening. Inflamed skin often sheds less evenly, becomes more reactive, and may produce rebound oil in response, creating the frustrating loop where the face feels oily and sensitive at the same time, and pores clog more easily. Irritation also makes people stop the very actives that prevent blackheads, resetting progress. A prevention-friendly cleanse is thorough but gentle. Use lukewarm water. Hot water increases redness and barrier stress. Choose a cleanser that leaves the skin comfortable rather than tight, and cleanse with fingertips rather than abrasive tools. Massage for about 20 to 30 seconds, focusing on blackhead-prone zones such as the nose, sides of the nose, chin, jawline, forehead, and any area that tends to feel bumpy. Then rinse thoroughly. More pressure and more friction do not equal better cleansing, and aggressive rubbing irritates follicles. If you wear makeup, tinted sunscreen, or water-resistant sunscreen, add a first step to dissolve that film before your regular cleanser, because stubborn films can trap oil and dead cells at the pore opening and make blackheads more likely. This first step can be an oil cleanser, cleansing balm, or micellar water, followed by your gentle cleanser. The purpose of double cleansing is not to wash harder, but to remove films efficiently so you do not have to scrub. If you use micellar water, saturate the pad, press and hold briefly on areas with heavy product rather than rubbing aggressively, then wipe gently and follow with a gentle rinse or cleanser to remove leftover surfactants that can irritate sensitive skin. If you use an oil cleanser or balm, massage gently on dry skin, then emulsify with water until it turns milky and rinses clean. Then do your second cleanse. Residue left behind can contribute to congestion for some people, especially around the nose, chin, and hairline. Avoid building your routine around gritty physical exfoliants, harsh cleansing brushes, rough washcloth friction, or frequent alcohol toners, because repeated micro-irritation around pores inflames follicles and disrupts orderly shedding, which often worsens congestion over time even if the skin feels temporarily smoother. Morning cleansing should be individualized. Cleanse in the morning if you wake up oily, if you sweat at night, if you used heavier products before bed, or if gentle morning cleansing consistently improves clarity. If your skin is sensitive or easily irritated, a light rinse or a very mild cleanse may be enough, as long as your evening cleanse is thorough and consistent, because the evening cleanse is the one that must reliably remove sunscreen and environmental film. The second pillar is moisturizing, even if you are oily, because skipping moisturizer often backfires. A dehydrated, compromised barrier becomes more reactive, sheds unevenly, and tolerates effective pore-clearing actives poorly, and reactive skin can clog more easily. Barrier support is not just comfort, it's part of prevention biology, because stable, comfortable skin is more likely to shed normally and less likely to develop chronic low-grade irritation that makes pores look larger and texture look worse. Choose a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer that supports barrier function and feels breathable rather than waxy. Helpful ingredients include glycerin for hydration, ceramides for barrier lipids, panthenol for soothing support, hyaluronic acid for water-binding hydration, and often niacinamide for barrier resilience and reduction of redness in many people. Apply a thin layer after cleansing, ideally while skin is slightly damp, to reduce water loss. If you get shiny easily, choose gel cream or lotion textures and keep the layer light. Moisturizing should reduce tightness without leaving a heavy coating. If you are using actives such as salicylic acid or a retinoid, moisturizer becomes even more important because barrier support improves tolerance and reduces the risk of irritation that can derail consistency. The routine that works is the routine you can keep doing. The third pillar is daily sunscreen. Broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher reduces UV-driven inflammation and long-term collagen breakdown that can make pores appear more prominent over time. And sunscreen is essential if you use exfoliating acids or retinoids because these can increase sun sensitivity. Consistent sun protection also helps reduce uneven tone and lingering marks that can make texture look worse, and calmer skin typically tolerates blackhead preventive actives more easily. Apply sunscreen generously. Many adults need roughly 2 finger lengths for face and neck. Spread it evenly and reapply during extended outdoor exposure. If you sweat heavily, recognize that sweat plus sunscreen plus occlusion can increase congestion, so rinse or cleanse when possible and reapply rather than letting sweaty sunscreen sit for hours. If sunscreen feels greasy and makes you want to skip it, try lightweight fluid, gel, or oil control formulas until you find one you can use consistently. Consistency matters more than brand. Once the foundation is stable, gentle cleansing, moisturizer, daily sunscreen, the most effective blackhead prevention tools are evidence-based pore normalizing actives used patiently and correctly at a frequency your skin can tolerate long-term. For most people, the 2 best supported categories are salicylic acid, BHA, and topical retinoids, and the key is to introduce them slowly enough to avoid chronic irritation, because chronic irritation makes people stop, and stopping resets progress. Salicylic acid is oil-soluble, meaning it can penetrate into the pore lining and loosen the compact mixture of oil and dead cells that forms comedones. It also helps reduce the stickiness of shedding inside the follicle, which is central to blackhead formation. For prevention, a leave-on salicylic acid product in the 0.5% to 2% range is a strong choice, but success depends on sustainable frequency rather than maximum strength. Start slowly. Apply it 2 nights per week for the first 2 weeks, then increase to 3 nights per week if your skin remains comfortable, and only move toward every other night if needed and well tolerated. Apply salicylic acid at night to clean, completely dry skin. Damp skin can increase stinging. After applying, wait briefly, then moisturize. If you are sensitive, buffer by applying a thin layer of moisturizer first, then salicylic acid, then moisturizer again, or apply salicylic acid only to blackhead-prone zones, like the nose and chin, rather than the entire face. If you experience persistent stinging, redness, or flaking that doesn't settle after a couple of weeks, reduce frequency and rebuild tolerance rather than pushing harder. Some people prefer a salicylic acid cleanser, which can be gentler because contact time is short. That can be useful for very sensitive skin or for those new to acids. But for stubborn blackheads, a leave-on often works better because it has more time to act inside the pore lining. Retinoids are the other cornerstone because they normalize how skin cells mature and shed inside the follicle, reduce microcomedones, the invisible precursors of blackheads, and improve texture over time. They help prevent new clogs from forming rather than only loosening existing ones. Over-the-counter adapalene 0.1% is commonly used for comedonal acne in many regions. Stronger retinoids may require a prescription depending on where you live. Retinoids work best with a low and slow introduction for the best balance of results and tolerance. Use a pea-sized amount for the entire face, not a pea per area. Applied at night to completely dry skin. Start 2 nights per week for 2 weeks, then 3 nights per week, then every other